just assess a fine. I see that you have the fine is a $200 fine. The state adds $145 for a total of $345. You can use $225 of your $250 bond, which means you owe me
Judge?
$100. Yes.
With respect to that bond, I'm sorry, that bond was posted in his fiance's name. She's there with him and they need that money.
Yeah, it goes to fines and costs. It's not released, Mr. Bataro. It's held on the file till he pays the $345.
Mr. Ruggabear, do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand that. I didn't know about that. They didn't tell us that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I see that it's a third-party poster, but when the fines and costs are assessed, the money goes to the file, or he has to
Okay.
come and pay it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they told us.
Can you pay the balance of the 120 within? I'll tell you what I'll do, Mr. Batar. I'll make it a total of 225.
Excellent.
So he's done with us. So Michelle, that's $80 in fines and costs.
Do you understand that, Mr. Ruggabear?
Yes.
So
I'm sorry, how do you pronounce it? Is it Ruggabear?
It's Ruggabear.
I will say that you're behind on your payment plan with us too. So when you get it straight, you need to get in contact with us and get your payment plan straight. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I just have been on layoff, so it's been a little rough taking care of bills.
No,
and
I understand. I'm just raising it with you. All right.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right. You're all set for today. Mr. Batar, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Summit.
Yes, ma'am.
You're still in breakout room number 1. I'm going to send number 2. I'm going to send Mr. Summit there. Mr. Summit,
Okay.
Go ahead and hit join. Mr. Bowditch, what case are you on?
Ebling, Your Honor, at 940. Scott Ebling.
Mr. Ebling's not here yet.
Your Honor, this is another adjournment. I don't mean to bother the court, but we're in the process of dealing with the Planning Commission, and I believe we're on the agenda for February.
Then I'll adjourn it to, if you get a hold of Mr. Ebling, or I'll let him know, I'll adjourn it to 9:20 on March the 25th. And that'll be with Judge Martin.
March 25th, Your Honor?
Yeah, March 25th at 9:20
With Judge Martin.
with Judge Martin.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You're all set.
Thank you.
Miss Williams, can you hear me yet? Nope, I have a problem with Williams, McCormick, and Young.
Young's here. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
Mr. Young, gotcha. I have that, there's no offer on the table. If you plead guilty to the trespass, it's $100 ticket and the state adds $145. So it would be $245. Are you interested in taking that plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true you were trespassing on property that didn't belong to you and you didn't have the owner's permission on October the 11th?
Yes, ma'am.
It is, like I said, $100 ticket and the state adds $145 for a total of $245. Can you pay that within 30 days?
No, they just, can I have a little bit longer than that with everything that's going on? I haven't been back to work since before Christmas.
Can you do a $50 a month payment plan?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I get a cell phone number from you?
Yes, 1734 558 5345.
And an email.
MEMA 50
Wait. ME.
ME.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sorry. MA.
M.
Oh, M. I'm sorry. MEMA 50 at Yahoo.
Got it. We'll send you the notice, make the $50 a month payment plan and you'll be all set, okay?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yep, have a good day.
You too.
Judge, Mr. Summit is going to take the operating while visibly impaired offer.
Mr. Summit, is that correct?
Yes,
You understand that by pleading to the impaired that you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice rights form?
yes,
And is it true that on or about August the 30th of this year, you were in Huron Township and you had consumed alcohol before getting behind the wheel of the vehicle that you were driving?
yes,
As a result of your consumption of alcohol, your ability to drive was impaired.
yes.
You took a breathalyzer and blew above the legal limit?
Blood test.
Okay. Do you understand this plea?
Yes,
Is it voluntary?
yes,
Anybody promise you or threaten you to get you to plead guilty in this matter?
no,
We have a email address and a cell phone number. Cell is 740-5716. Is that correct?
yes,
And drewsummit@icloud.com.
yes,
We're going to send you some paperwork and you're going to fill it out and send it back and then we'll set it for sentencing and Mr. Batar will be available at that time to represent you during the sentencing. Do you understand?
yep.
All right, make sure you fill out the paperwork when you get it, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, you're all set.
Drew,
Mr.
I will
Ebling.
contact you when I get the pre-sentence report, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Dan.
Thanks.
Oh, I
You're
thought I
welcome.
had Mr. Ebling, maybe not. No. He didn't come in. I just was letting him in. Mr. Hoy is next, Mr. Batar. Mr. Hoy is charged with a drug crime. The offer is deferred for 6 months under 7411.
Okay.
There's also an outstanding, it looks like an outstanding disorderly that maybe, I don't know, he didn't do something. I'll probably just close that out. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Hoy, you're gonna hit join as soon as I set you in a room with Mr. Batar, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Go ahead and hit join. Mr. Morgan, you're next.
All
You'll
right,
be
thank you.
next. And then Miss Forget. And then if I could get Williams and McCormick. Mr. McCormick? Mr. Duncan, who do you represent?
Mr. Duncan isn't here. This is Miss
No,
Fletcher.
I see you, Miss Fleischer. Mr. Duncan is here. Thank you.
Hello,
Judge.
Good morning. I take it you represent Miss Fleischer since she just answered me.
Yes, Judge, thank you.
And I have on Miss Fleischer's, I have that there's a motion to dismiss. Any
Yes.
objections?
No, Judge.
It's dismissed. You're all set, Miss Fleischer.
Have a good day, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Mr. Kronk,
Yes.
good morning.
Good morning to you.
I have a couple of people in front of you. Looks like two before the court-appointed attorney. So as soon as we're done with them, we'll do your case, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. So just hang out.
All right.
Judge, can I talk to Mr. Foley in a breakout room, please?
Yes, you can. Hang on
Which
just
number
a
will it be?
second. I'm gonna, go ahead and go back to room 1 and I'll send him there.
Thank you.
Go ahead and hit join, Mr. Foley. Mr. McCormick, can you hear me now? No,
All right, Judge.
no luck with Mr. McCormick.
Now I need to
On-
go back with Mr. Hoy, please, Judge. Number 1 again?
Yeah, but I don't know if he knows how to rejoin. Mr.
Oh,
Hoy, if you
I'm back.
hit your if you touch your screen, it should say rejoin breakout room number 1. Do you see that? Touch the screen on the bottom
Yep, I got
left.
it. Yep, I got it.
You got it? Yeah, you figured it out. The prosecutor couldn't. Yeah, go back in with Mr. Batar. Go ahead and hit rejoin. Except I gave him direction, Mr. Foley. I didn't give it to you.
Well, and I just touched my screen and see nothing, Judge, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Well, yours, he may be on a phone. Some of the different ones are different. It may be, actually, you may have to use your mouse to touch it.
Because I'm on the laptop and all I have is
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah. On the laptop, I'd have to think about where it is. It's there. I had to have Rob Young. Listen, Rob Young
that's-
couldn't figure it out. He finally did, but
I'm glad you didn't say that you had Rob Young show you how to do it.
no. Oh,
Okay.
heavens, no. No. Not at all. All right, Mr. Youst, can you hear me? Bottom left. Unmute yourself.
Yes, I can hear you.
I don't have, you have not talked to a court-appointed attorney yet, have you?
No.
I'm gonna put you in line since it's a drunk driving, to talk to the court-appointed attorney, okay? There is an offer of
right.
impaired from the prosecutor, but I want to make sure you understand the offer, okay? So
Right.
just hang out for a few minutes. All right, Mr. Batar, did you have
All right.
enough time with Mr. Hoy?
Yes, Judge. The prosecutor is amending their offer. He's going to plead responsible to double parking with a $300 fine, and he'll need a payment plan.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Hoy?
Yes, it is, Judge.
Can you pay $50 a month?
Yes, I can.
And I told you I'd close out the old file, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Can I get a cell phone number and an email?
It's Lozach, LOEZACH @iCloud.com. And then
And a phone number?
313-957-9506.
Let me close this other file. I wrote close and waive, Michelle. And you are all set, Mr. Hoy.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Batar, Mr. Morgan is next, Terry Morgan. Plea offer is impaired. I'm gonna go ahead and put, if you can rejoin breakout room number 1, and I'll put Mr. Morgan there.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Morgan, go ahead and hit join.
Join.
Do you see it? Yeah, it
I
should
do
say
not.
join.
It popped on there and then it left.
Yeah, touch your screen again.
I still don't see it.
All right, let me close these out and see if I can't.
Judge just said the breakout room was ending in 50 seconds.
That's because he couldn't figure it out, so I ended it instead of
Okay.
trying to, I'm gonna try to do it again. All right, let's try this again. All right, now go ahead and hit join.
Yep.
Good morning, Mr. Randall. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
I have an offer from the prosecutor that if you plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, which is not reported to the Secretary of State, that they'll dismiss the driving on suspended. The fines and costs would be $345. And then there's another $145 in bench warrant late fees and the clearance to get your license back. Are you interested in taking that plea, or do you want to talk to the court-appointed attorney?
I'll take that plea.
Do you understand
wanna-
that? That's fine. Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Yes.
And is it true that on or about May the 1st, 2018, you were in Huron Township and you allowed an unlicensed driver to drive a vehicle that you were in?
Yes.
It is a $200 ticket. The state adds $145. There is another $100 in bench warrants and late fees, plus a clearance to get your license back for a total of $490. Do you need a payment plan for that?
Yes.
Can you pay $50 a month?
Yes.
Is your cell phone number 810-335-7263?
Yes, ma'am.
And is your email martindominique590@yahoo.com?
Yes, ma'am.
We will set up a $50 a month payment plan. You can make the payment for the $45 clearance. I don't know what the status of your license is, but you can make that payment at any time. You
Okay.
understand?
Okay.
Which would be an extra $45. It's included in the total, but if you wanted to do that earlier to get your license back, you could do that.
Okay.
Okay? You're all
Okay.
set.
So I just go, I could pay my
They're
ticket
gonna
online.
Yep, you can make the payments online. They're gonna send you a payment plan, but you can make the payments online, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're all set.
Okay. Have a blessed day.
You too.
Okay.
Miss Berger, what case are you on?
Good morning, Judge. I'm here for Jeffrey Brown, but I'm not sure if he's connected yet.
I have not seen him.
Okay, I will reach out and see if he is connecting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Mr. Kuhn, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
I'm trying to pull your file. Hang on just a second. Do you have an attorney, Mr. Kuhn?
I talked to some guy
You
last
talked to
time.
somebody.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk to the court-appointed attorney?
I mean, I don't think I really need to. I got all
There's-
this stuff. I got what,
The offer, there is no offer. The prosecutor is saying you have to plead to the trespass, which would be a $245 ticket.
well,
Did
they
you wanna
dropped
take-
it. The park dropped all that. It got removed off of,
Then I want you to talk to the court-appointed attorney, and unless Mr. Foley, are you familiar with Mr. Coon's case? Is that correct? Is it a dismissal?
You know, I understand that, no, I don't understand that the park has resolved anything. We can
Yeah,
certainly,
I
if you want to adjourn, we can talk with the park.
Well, Mr. Coon, why don't I have him talk to Mr. Batar anyway?
That's fine.
Okay.
Especially because if it comes back that that the park's not dismissing it, Mr. Coon, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they had tried that. When I did talk to them though, they said they had called the police station or whatever they had to do, and they said it was all taken care of. So.
Mr. McCormick, can you hear me now? No such luck.
And that's what she said she was gonna do, and she said he said it would be okay.
Miss Williams? No. Mr. McCormick, Mr. Williams?
Judge, with
Yep.
respect to Terry Morgan, Royce's name is on the docket next to that, and I believe Royce is Mr. Morgan's attorney. So I'm asking for another pretrial date. Mr.
Royce
Foley,
is on. We're waiting for Royce to come back.
Okay.
So I'll just, so Mr. Morgan, you're just gonna have to wait for a few. And I'll put the file to the side. Royce is still on here, in fact, and he's in Judge Oakley's. He told me he'd be back at 11, so I'm not sure.
Well, Judge, the issue is I think he still needs discovery on this case anyways. Mr. Foley, do you have a police report you could send Royce?
I can.
If you just want to set her for a later date, Judge, and I'll let Royce know.
Well, the next date is with Judge Martin, March the 25th at 9:20.
Is that date okay for you, Mr. Morgan?
Yeah, whatever day you guys make is fine.
You said
All
not,
right.
what Judge? What time did you say, Judge?
9:20.
And March what?
March the 25th.
March
At
25th at 9:20?
Yep, and that's gonna be with Judge Martin.
Judge Martin.
Correct.
All right.
All right, Mr. Morgan, I'll give Royce that landline number for your mom, and he'll contact you when he gets that report. And if Mr. Foley, if you could just send that report to Royce, we'd appreciate it.
We'll do that.
Thank
And
you.
it's March 25th at
Yes,
9:20?
they're gonna send you another notice.
All right. All right, thank you, Judge.
Yep. Next, Mr. Batar is Miranda Forget. Although I have, it's an old case of failed to display a valid license. She has an impeding traffic that she owes $330 on, and a failed to display a valid license that's an unpled, and there's no offer. So
Okay.
can you rejoin court, room number 1? Go ahead and hit join, Miss Forget. And then Miss Berger, your client is joining us right now.
Perfect. Thank you.
And then if you already talked to the prosecutor, or do you need to talk to Mr. Foley?
I would like to touch base with him, please.
Okay, I have that the offer is allowing an unlicensed driver to drive.
Okay. And I sent your secretary a copy of his proof of insurance and valid driver's license proof this morning. I'm not sure if you have a copy of those. But
Are you talking to me that you sent my secretary?
Yes, Judge. I didn't have an email address for Mr. Foley.
No, that's fine. Michelle?
Yes.
No. I'm asking her if she got it. That it was valid on the date?
Yes, Judge.
That it was valid September the 22nd?
Yes. I'm making sure.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Jeff, is that correct? You were valid on the 22nd?
What's
Yes.
Gave her my personal email.
Oh, that was nice.
Yes, Judge, he was valid.
Yep, I have that. I have both of those. I'll dismiss them. You're all set.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Do you have a copy of my insurance?
I do.
Okay, great.
Yep, I got a copy of both. Except, wait a second, wait, Miss Berger.
Yes, Judge.
That's not, well, he wasn't written for insurance. He was written for without a proper license, which I dismissed. But there's also a speeding ticket. It's not a no proof of insurance. It's a speeding.
Got it. Is there any
So
way
if
we
you
could?
want to get with Mr. Foley on that, Mr. Foley. Yeah, the speeding was 11 to 15 over.
Got it.
I'll put you in the breakout room with him.
Thank you.
I think I was going 80 miles an hour.
She's gonna go in the breakout room and talk to him. So
Okay.
just hang out for a minute. Mr. Foley, go ahead and hit join.
Ariel got kicked out of Zoom. She's trying to get.
Oh, she did? Okay.
They're offering a parking ticket with a $300 fine. No points.
Yeah, I have no idea why it kicked you out.
I'm back, Judge.
Yeah, I said it wouldn't say, it's my computer. I had computer problems first thing this morning. I got to switch it out and I think it's the computer. So, Miss Berger, I muted your client because he was talking and we're live streaming. Now we can't hear you at all.
Judge, Ms. Forget is going to plead guilty to the failure to display. Would you consider just closing out the impeding and start a new payment plan on the new case?
I would rather close out the failure to display and leave the payment plan. But
Well,
that's
she's
fine.
she's not working right now, Judge, so she has some financial issues.
Right. No, I got it. Do you understand that by pleading guilty to the fail to display that you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it true that you failed to display a valid license back in November of 2019?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's $100 ticket. The state adds $145. Then there's $100 in bench warrants and late fees, plus a clearance to get your license. Total of $390. I will close the old file minus the clearance.
Do you have permission to pay that clearance fee first, Judge?
Yes. So
So,
there's $90 in clearance fees on both files. And then
Ms. Ford-
do you want a $50 a month payment plan?
Yes, please.
And I have a phone number for you of 419-376-0623, correct?
Correct.
And what's an email?
My first and last name at iCloud.com.
Got it.
And Ms. Forget, to get your license back, then you'll have to pay that $90 in clearance fees first. You understand that?
I understand. Do I pay that through online?
You can pay that online, correct?
Okay.
Correct. All right, you're all set.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Mr. Batar, next is Devin Cronk. And the offer is the driving on suspended. If you please to the driving on suspended, they'll dismiss the two civil infractions.
What are those two civil infractions, Judge?
Speeding and no proof of insurance.
Thank you.
Hang on just a second. I have to restart the breakout rooms. All right, Mr. Cronk, you're gonna hit join. And then Ms. Berger now back on People versus Jeffrey Brown.
Yes, Judge, thank you. We have worked out a deal with the prosecutor in this case, and I'd like to enter that today.
Go ahead.
My client is agreeing to plead to a double parking and pay his fine in exchange for the speeding violation to be dismissed.
Was there agreed upon double parking amount, Mr. Foley?
$300, Your Honor.
Got it. And can he pay that within 30 days, Ms. Berger?
Jeff, 30 days or 60 days?
Can I have 60?
Judge, could we
That would
possibly
be-
have 60 days?
That's fine. Make sure you pay it within 60 days. You're all
Yeah,
set.
yeah. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks again.
Mr. Hollins, can you hear me? Lower left, unmute yourself.
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Oh, you got
I can.
Okay.
I have a offer from the prosecutor for allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, which is a $245 ticket. Plus there's an additional $100 in bench warrant fees and late fees, plus a clearance to get your license back. Total would be $390. Are you interested in taking that plea, or do you want to talk to the court-appointed attorney?
Yeah, I'll take the plea.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice rights form?
Yes.
And is it true that on or about June the 8th of 2017, you were in Huron Township and you allowed an unlicensed driver to drive a vehicle that you were in?
Yes.
It is a $245 ticket, then with the bench warrants and late fees, it's $390. Do you need a payment plan with that?
Yes.
Is $50 a month work?
Yeah, that's fine.
And I have a phone number, 313-759-0524.
Yes.
And a email address of jamari.collins@yahoo.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. All right, we will take care of that. We'll send you it, make the payments, okay?
Okay. Would I be able to see that online sometime today or?
It's probably gonna be a minute because she's dispoing it as we speak, so.
Okay.
And then they'll send you the payment plan though, too, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're all set. Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. You're welcome. Have a great day.
You as well.
Mr. Whitfield, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me pull your file. Hang on. I have that you there's no offer on this file. It just says that you have to plead guilty to the possession charge. Do you want to talk to the court-appointed attorney?
I definitely do.
Okay,
This
just
case.
you know what? Don't discuss it with me. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with the court-appointed attorney. There's two people in front of you, okay? So
Okay, no
just
problem.
hang out.
Okay,
Miss
no problem.
Williams, for the 50th time, can you hear me? Or Mr. McCormick? Just hang out, Mr. Whitfield.
No problem. You have a blessed day.
You too. Don't go anywhere. Miss Jones, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have a offer from the prosecutor that if you plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, the other cases will be dismissed. The total fines and costs is $245 plus there's $100 in bench warrants and late fees plus the clearance to get your license back. So the total would be $390. Are you interested in taking that plea or do you want to talk to the court-appointed attorney?
I'll take that.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that on or about February the 25th of last year, you allowed an unlicensed driver to drive a vehicle that you were in?
Yes.
It is a $245 ticket. The state, there's $100 in bench warrant late fees plus the clearance to get your license. It's a total of $390. Do you need a payment plan?
Yes, ma'am.
You have 3 FACs on these files, though. That means you have $45 times 3 to get your license back, okay?
Okay.
And you can pay those at any time.
Okay.
Can you pay $50 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Judge, how are you?
Is your phone number 586-344-4244?
That's correct.
And April NC Jones 06 @gmail.com?
Yes, ma'am.
We will send you a payment plan. You're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Batar, did you talk to Mr. Cronk?
I did, Judge. Can we clarify whether these civil infractions are in default status or what the situation is? He's been in contact with the Secretary of State, and they're telling him that those 2 tickets need to be paid before he's eligible to get his license back.
These are not in default. That it looks like, actually, it does look like that they are defaulted. So I'll dismiss them, but he can pay us the clearances.
Okay, and then he's obviously trying to get his license back, Judge, and if he pleads to the driving on a suspended, he'd end up with another suspension.
Correct.
Can I talk to Mr. Foley for a minute?
Yep.
Is it number 1 again, Judge?
It is.
Call ended.
Good morning, Mr. Townsend. Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Hang on, let me pull your file. I have an offer by the prosecutor that if you plead to this disorderly, they'll recommend a deferred sentence for a year. On successful completion of the 1 year, payment of $200 in costs, this case will be dismissed. Are you interested in taking that deal, or do you want to talk to the court-appointed attorney?
You said it was what for 1 year?
Just no trouble for a year and it's dismissed.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that deal.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
And then it's $200.
Yes, that's fine.
And is it true that you were on property, or that you were acting in a disorderly fashion on August the 27th of this year, or last year?
Judge, can I go back with Mr. Cronk? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I'll assess the $200 and defer it for a year, Mr. Townsend. Do you need time to make that payment?
No, I got a card now. I can make the payment now.
Do you want to pay it within 30 days, or do you want a payment plan?
I'll pay it within 30 days.
Okay. And then no trouble for the year, and you don't have to come back. We'll dismiss it. Okay? And you can mail the check, you can mail it into the court. You can, it looks like there's an old speeding ticket too that you owe us $300 on. So you can pay that online, pay it at the court. If you need a payment plan on that, you can let us know. Okay?
Okay.
All right, you're all set. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Batara, on Mr. Cronk's case.
Can I just go back in a breakout room with him for about a minute or two, Judge?
Yep. Mr. Cronk,
Number 1, correct?
do you know how to rejoin breakout room number 1?
Yeah, it just says join, right?
Yep. And Mr. Townsend, you're all set. Miss Williams, can you hear me? Michelle, will you message Miss Williams and Mr. McCormick and ask them if they, Well, no, neither one of them are muted, so I don't know if they've got to join with audio. Or verify a phone number, and I'll have Royce, Mr. Batar call them. Mr. Stahl, can you hear me? Mr. Stahl? Mr. Stahl, can you hear me?
Yes,
Good morning, Mr. Stahl. I have an
morning.
offer from the prosecutor that if you plead to a double parking, we'll keep your bond and you'll be all set.
Okay.
All right, are you good with that?
Yeah, that's all good.
All right, then you're all set. Have a good day.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Got it, I will. Michelle, there's a bond on it, so I'm gonna do that on the bond file of the 220, and it's 198. Did you hear me, Michelle? That's what I didn't do it on the civil infraction. Miss Williams, can you hear me now? Lower left is your mute button. You have to unmute.
Oh, yes. Hello, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no. It's not, you're totally fine. Let me finish. Hang on just a second, Miss Williams. Mr.
Okay.
Batar with Mr. Kronk.
Yes,
Yes,
Judge, I've had a chance to talk to the prosecutor. He's going to amend his offer to no ops, and you indicated you would close out those civil infractions. He would like to do that, Judge.
Yeah, must pay. He's got to pay the clearances on them, but I'm closing them.
Understood. You understand
And
that,
then-
Mr. Kronk?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that by pleading to the no opt, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Yes.
And is it true that on or about November the 25th of 2019, you were in Huron Township and you didn't have a valid driver's license in your possession?
Yes, Your Honor.
Michelle, come here for 1 minute. It is a $200 ticket. The state adds $145. There is $100 in bench warrants and late fees. It says that the clearances, there's not a clearance on this file. So if there's not a clearance, it's $445. If there is, it's $490. I don't see. I see a clearance, so I'm gonna add it, but because it doesn't say it was paid, so it's $490 plus the two other files that both
Okay.
have clearances on them.
And-
Do you need time to pay that?
Yes, I do.
You pay $50 a month,
Yeah, I mean, I'll have it paid
and
off
you can
within.
pay the FACs, the clearances at any time. Okay.
Okay, and the clearances are through Secretary of State, correct?
Correct. No. You pay us. Hang on 1 second.
So, Mr. Kronk, you want to pay those clearances first, and then you can take care of that other outstanding
Less-
one, okay?
Okay, and so the clearances, those are added in with what I owe?
Yeah, it's all added together. So it's technically $490 and another 90. It's all $580 altogether. But you can pay the 3 clearances, which is the $135 at any time. Can I get a cell phone number and an email? I have a cell phone of 734-890-7458.
Yep, 890-7458.
And can I get an email for you?
It's my first and last name, 35@gmail.
Perfect. All right, we'll send you the payment plan. You can make the payments online at the court, mail it in, and you can pay that $135 to get your license back at any time. Okay?
I pay the clearance through you guys, and it's $135?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay? You're
Thank
all
you so
set.
much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Mr. Batar, next is Corey Yost. There's an offer of impaired. I'm gonna stick you back into, courtroom, breakout room number 1, except it won't let me, I've got to delete that one, sorry, because it won't let me assign anybody there. All right, it's gonna be breakout room number 2. Go
Yes,
ahead and hit join, Mr. Youst. All right, Miss Williams, now, I have a offer from the prosecutor that it looks like if you plead to the false information, they'll defer it for 6 months and the driving on suspended. Then they'll dismiss the no proof of insurance and the emergency responder. Do you want to talk to the court-appointed attorney?
No, thank you.
Are
That
you
sounds,
interested? Are you interested in taking this plea?
yes, ma'am, I am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that on or about October the 24th, you were in Huron Township and you gave false information about your identity?
Ma'am, well, my first name is Jennifer Lee Marie Williams.
You know what? Can I tell you something? If you're going to start explaining it to me, I think you should talk to the court-appointed attorney. I do.
Okay.
There's 2 people in front of you. Let's just have you talk to him.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. The person whose name is John, what's your last name? You got to unmute yourself, lower left.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. What's your last name?
Yes, senor.
Yeah, Mr. McCormick,
Yes,
hang on
ma'am.
just a second. Mr. McCormick,
Yes, Your Honor.
we got you figured out. Actually, we have Mr. McCormick on. Look him up.
I'm here.
You know what, though? I have his file, but it's listed as a Judge Oakley case.
What's that?
She put him on my Zoom. Why did she do that? Because it's an airport case, Michelle. Hold on just a second, Mr. McCormick.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. McCormick,
Yes, Your Honor.
I apologize. Judge Oakley's secretary set this on my docket today, and it is wrong. It is an airport case, so it should be set with the airport prosecutor. So I apologize very much that we're going to have to adjourn this case. But can I get an email address from you?
Yes, ma'am. Your Honor, J_MCK2000 at yahoo.com.
J_MCK2000 at Yahoo.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're going to get another email, or you'll get another notice, and I apologize that this was set wrong by her. But you'll get another notice and we'll reset it with the airport prosecutor, okay? And
Okay,
now
is
you
it-
know how to work it, so you'll be good.
Yes, ma'am. Your
Okay.
Honor. Your
All
Honor.
right, perfect. Yes.
Is it possible I can talk to the appointed?
You can talk to the court-appointed attorney at your next hearing, okay? Because today they're doing all the cases for today. But right when you get on next time, say, I want to talk to the court-appointed attorney, and there'll be somebody there to talk to you, okay?
Okay.
And I apologize that it took us so long to get to you.
Yes. No
All right,
problem.
have a great day.
Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome. Have a nice day. Now the person that's John, what's your last name?
Villasenor.
Spell it?
V like in Victor.
Got it, got it.
I.
Okay. Mr. Villas, say it for me.
Villasenor.
Yes, Senor. I have that if you plead to the open intoxicants, that the stop sign will be dismissed as the offer from the prosecutor. Do you want to talk to the court-appointed attorney?
I'm not too sure. This is actually my first time. I never been. in court.
I'm gonna put you in line to talk to the court-appointed attorney, okay?
Okay.
All right, just hang out for a few minutes. Mr. Radford, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Mr. Radford, I have on yours a the offer from the prosecutor is a deferred sentence for a period of 1 year, no trouble, payment of $300 in costs, and don't return to the LaFon's address. And that case will be dismissed, but it's $300. Are you interested in taking that plea? Or do you want to
No,
talk to the court-appointed attorney?
No, ma'am, I'd like to talk to the court-appointed attorney for a moment,
Okay,
please.
I will put you in line. Just hang out.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Mr. Batar on Mr. Youst.
Yes, Judge. If Kevin, if you could send me a police report if it's available, we'll just need to send it for a pretrial, Judge.
We need to get Mr. Youst back.
He was trying to figure it out.
I actually can get people out now with the latest update.
Oh, good.
So we're looking at March the 25th at 9:30,
Hang on.
and that's with Judge Martin. Mr. Youst, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Mr. Youst, why have you on? Can I get a cell phone number and an email from you?
The cell phone number is going to be 505-385-8883. Email is first and last name, followed by a 0 @gmail.com.
Where's 505?
It's out of New Mexico.
Okay.
Kevin, do you have a report to send me on that one?
I'll take care of that, Dan.
Thank you.
All right, perfect. You're all set, Mr. Youst.
All right. And when was the next court date?
March the 25th at 9:30.
March the 25th at 9:30. All right.
And Mr. Yost, I'll give you a call before then, okay?
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you.
And then Mr. Batar, the next one is Tyler Kuhn. It's a trespass. He claims that there is no plea offer. He claims that the park told him it was taken care of, but I'm going to put you in a breakout room with him, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If you go back to breakout room number 2.
Okay.
And go ahead and hit join, Mr. Kuhn. And Mr. Nunley, what are you back on?
Let me refresh my memory. Looks like Morgan. It's like a 2016 case.
Yeah, we did Morgan already. We adjourned it to the March 25th date for discovery. Mr. Foley's going to send you the police report.
Okay, yeah, because I've been trying to call the guy and like he won't call me back or anything.
Oh,
I was
well, we
hoping-
should, I was gonna have him, wait a second, Michelle, I think, oh, do you have a phone number for him?
Yeah, oh, I do.
Okay, because I was gonna have him wait and Mr. Patar said, oh, no, let him go. I'll tell Mr. Nunley.
And
No worries.
Judge,
Yeah.
I understand that Mr. Nunley does have the police report.
I think that I do, yeah.
Oh, well, then that's what I get for letting Mr. Patar take a position on this. I mean, we already adjourned it to the 25th.
25th, okay. I'll just put that in my calendar and I'll keep trying to get a hold of him.
All right, okay,
Okay.
thanks.
Thanks, see you.
Are you back on the 3? Mr. Nunley, you're back at 11 on the immigration case, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, I'll see you then.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Saunders. I have your file in front of me with the offer from the prosecutor of impaired. I'm going to put you in line to talk to the court-appointed attorney this morning, okay? So just hang out. Mr. Patar, for the record, we just had Mr. Nunley join on the case that you stood in for him. He already had the police report and he's been trying to get a hold of the defendant. So I guess we screwed up. We should have just made him wait for Royce. But
Hey, the next one, Judge Tyler Kuhn is also a Royce client.
it's not on the file.
It's on the docket.
Oh,
and
yeah, you know what? It is. Well, he didn't know that he had. Mr. Kuhn, Mr. Nunley's going to be back in a few minutes, so you're just going to have to wait for him. All right.
Okay, that's fine.
Michelle, will you call Royce and tell him to jump back on? Thank you. Next is Rodney Whitfield, Mr. Batar. No offer. It's straight up to the possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to go ahead and put you in a breakout room with him.
Okay.
Mr. Whitfield, can you hear me?
Is that number 2, Judge?
It is. Thanks.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead and hit join. Mr. Nunley. Mr. Nunley, we have Mr. Kuhn, who apparently is your client on a trespass case. He thought that the case was taken care of. He said that the park said that they weren't pursuing it. Mr. Foley didn't seem to know anything about that. Do you know anything about this case?
Yeah, I remember when I spoke to him, that's what he said, that the park supervisor, whatever, wasn't moving forward and it was adjourned, I thought, so that the prosecutor could try to verify that with the park.
Mr. Foley, can you reach out to Caitlin and ask her if she knows anything about this so we don't have to adjourn it again?
I'm gonna do that right now, Judge.
Okay, thanks. All right, Mr. Kuhn, just hang out for a minute.
Okay.
I'm in Judge Oakley's court right over here, so just yell my name if you need me.
What's that, Mr. Nunley?
I'm in Judge Oakley's. I'm on his docket today, so he's over here and you're over here. Just yell
Yep,
my
gotcha.
name if you need
All
me.
right, yep, I'll when we get an answer. Mr. Batar?
Yep, Judge, if I could just talk to Royce. Royce, that Terry Morgan guy, he gave me a different phone number, a landline number. Do you want that landline number?
Yeah, that would be great. Go ahead.
He said he's having trouble with reception. He's out of state with his sick parent or sick family member. The landline is 270-424-5564. That's his mother's landline.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Judge, with respect to Mr. Whitfield, he just was recently released from MDOC. He tried to do a plea by mail on this case back in 2017. Apparently that never got to the court.
Or it did, and it was denied by Judge Parrott.
Oh, well, I'm asking you to take the plea, Judge, and then just close it out without any fines and costs because he was in MDOC.
I will give him credit for time served. Mr. Whitfield, do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice or rights form? Unmute yourself, lower left. Oh, I think he froze. There you go. Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice or rights form?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true you had narcotic paraphernalia in your possession in September 2015?
Yes, ma'am.
How much time did you do?
2 years and 9 months.
I'll give you credit for 90 days, time served, and close the file out.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Have a great day.
You have a blessed day also, ma'am.
Mr. Batar, Miss Williams is next. Plea offer is, there's 4 files. A deferred on the false info, which is a $300 ticket. Pleading straight up to the driving unsuspended and the no proof insurance and the fail to use due care and caution for an emergency responder would be dismissed. Okay.
Yes, Judge.
And if you can go.
How long is that deferral on the false info?
6 months, Judge.
6 months.
Thank you.
I gotta reopen the rooms. Hang on 1 second. Miss Williams, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You're gonna go ahead and hit join.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anything, Mr. Foley, from?
Yeah, Your Honor, on Kuhn, I talked with my associate. We've not heard directly from the park, nor from the PD, but quite frankly, given this type of case, we would just move to dismiss.
Okay, I appreciate that. Mr. Kuhn, do you understand? They're gonna dismiss it, okay?
All righty, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Oh, and Mr. Kuhn, wait a second. You know that you're on a payment, you need to, you're up to date on your payment plan. on your
Yeah,
other
I
file.
think I don't gotta pay it. I think I had a piece of paper that said I don't gotta pay till July, I think,
Yeah,
right?
oh, I don't know. It says that you're ahead, so you're good.
Okay,
What
thank
happened
you.
with Mr.
Thank
Kuhn?
you.
Alrighty, have a good
All
day.
right, you're all set. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, we dismissed Kuhn. Oh, I thought it was
Oh.
Batar. I apologize,
That's okay.
Mr. Nunley.
Dismissed? Great.
You did your job.
Thanks.
I'll see you at 11. Goodbye. Mr. The senior, now I'm not going to be able to get that right. Mr. Radford and Mr. Saunders, in that order, you're next with the court appointed attorney. So just continue to hang out, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello,
Yes, good morning. What's your last name?
Cox, C-O-X.
Ms. Cox, I have an offer from the prosecutor that if you plead to this charge, they'll recommend a deferred sentence for a period of 1 year. Upon successful completion of the 1 year period and payment of $300 in costs, this case would be dismissed. Are you interested in taking that plea, or do you want to talk to the court-appointed attorney?
No, I'll take that plea.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice or rights form?
Yes.
And
I
is it
think so.
is it true that on or about November the 22nd, you were in Huron Township and you discharged a firearm?
Right, in my living room.
Do you want to tell me why you did that?
Well, my son was cleaning his weapon. He'd pulled the magazine out. He went to the bathroom. I went in the living room and picked the gun up to move it over, and it went off. I've never used that kind of weapon. I was in corrections for 20 years, and it just
Okay.
went
I'll
off.
assess the $300, defer it for a year, make the payments, no trouble, and it's dismissed, okay? Do you
All
need
right.
time to pay the $300?
No. How do
Okay.
I go
I'm
about?
gonna write pay within 30 days, and you can either mail it in, you can go online and pay it, or you can come over to the court and pay it live, okay?
Okay, thank
And
you
then
very
no
much,
trouble
Joe.
for a year and it's dismissed, okay?
Yes.
You're
Thank you,
all
Your
set.
Honor.
Thank you. Have
Okay.
a good day.
You too.
Mr. Batar, on Miss Williams' case.
She's going to take the offer, Judge.
Ms. Williams, do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice or rights form?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true on October the 24th, when you were pulled over by Huron Township, that your driver's license was suspended?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you gave them inaccurate information about your identity?
Yes, ma'am.
I have that the false ID is deferred for 6 months.
Okay.
Hang on. And that was $300. And then the driving on suspended is a $300 ticket. The state adds $145 for a total of $445. Do you need time to pay those?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you do $50 a month?
Yes.
I'll make a note for a payment plan of $50 a month. Can I get a cell phone number and an email for you?
313 701-7656. And then my email is jenniferleemarie@yahoo.com.
We will send you a payment plan, make the payments, no trouble on the one case and it'll be dismissed. And the other cases are dismissed. All right?
Thank you
You're
very
all
much.
set. Mhm.
Thank you.
Mr. Batar, the next person is John Via Senior. The offer is a plea to the open-end tax and the stop sign is dismissed. And if you go back into breakout room number 1, I'll have him join you there. Go ahead and hit join, sir. Mr. Batard, did you have enough time with,
Yes, Judge,
with
he's
them?
going to take the offer.
Okay. I need to get him out of the breakout room. People versus John Villasenor. I have a stipulation, sir, that if you plead to the open end tax, which is a $200 ticket and the state adds $145 for a total of $345, that the other case would be dismissed. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that you had an open end tax in a vehicle that you were in on September the 4th when you ran into Huron Police Department?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll accept your plea. It's the $345. Can you pay that within 30 days?
No, I couldn't.
Do you
We
need
can
a
break it up.
payment plan?
Yes, ma'am.
$50 a month?
That'd be perfect.
Can I get a cell phone number and an email from you?
Yep, my cell phone is 734-363-4304. And my email is my last name dot my first name at yahoo.com.
Got it. All right, we'll send you the payment plan. You're all set, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.
Next, Mr. Batar, is Mr. Radford. It's a malicious destruction. There's an offer of a deferred for 1 year, $300 in costs, and cannot return to the LaFon's Lane address.
You said deferred for 1 year, Judge?
Correct, $300. If you rejoin room 1, I will send him there now. Go ahead, Mr. Radford, and hit join.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, that breakout room for Mr. Radford said it was going to end in a minute. Can we have more time, please?
Sorry about that. I don't know why they deleted it out. Okay, let's try this again. Miss Mohammed, what case are you on?
I'm on case of Mateso innocent.
Oh, you're my interpreter.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Just hang
You bet.
out.
Thank you.
Mr. Murray, I have that you're here on flag.
That is correct, Your Honor. Good morning. And Mr. Flagg is present with me.
Okay, just hold on just a second. Or Mr. Foley, are you ready on that file?
We're ready, Judge.
Um,
But maybe Mr. Murray and I should chat just for a second.
okay, why don't I put you guys in a breakout room?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Judge.
Hey, Mr. Foley, can you hear me?
I can.
How are you today?
I'm good as soon as we get in the breakout room. Here we go.
Are you there, Judge?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Judge, Mr. Radford, can we have a pretrial, please? I need to get the police report from Mr. Foley.
All right, I'm gonna give him an adjourned date to March the 25th at 9:30.
Is that
Mr.
Judge Martin?
Radford, Mr. Radford, can I, oh, I don't have him. Hang on. All right, why won't this allow me to bring him back out? It's supposed to. Hang on. Let me go in and tell him how to get out. All right. Yeah, I told him to do it and he's apparently not. All right. We'll wait for him for a minute.
Is Mr. Foley still around, Judge?
Yeah, he is. He's in a breakout room with with another attorney.
Okay.
All right, we got Mr. Radford back. All right. Mr. Radford, I'm adjourning this matter till March the 25th at 9:30. Can I get a cell phone number and an email for you?
Yes, ma'am. Phone number is going to be 313-413-2489.
Email?
It's going to be Austin, my first name, Austin. I apologize, Judge. 1 second. I just want to verify it's the right email I'm giving you. It'd be Austin M. Radford. So it's my first name, my middle initial, and then my last name at iCloud.
Is that .com?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
All right, it's going to be adjourned to that date. You'll get another notice. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Mr. Radford, I'll give you a call when I get that police report, okay?
Yes, sir. I appreciate it very much.
You're
And then the
welcome.
last
Talk to you
one
then.
that I think you have, Mr. Batar, is, well, hopefully we may have one more person in the waiting room, is Mr. Saunders, and the offer is impaired and the other files are dismissed.
Okay.
And if you go back into breakout room 2, I'll put him there. Good morning, Miss Story. Are you and you're here? Is Kyle's story related to you? Are you on the same case?
I believe so, yes, but he's not here.
Okay, so it's just you. Got it.
Yes.
Miss Story, the prosecutor's office is offering a deferred sentence on the malicious destruction for 1 year upon successful completion of the 1 year period, payment of $300 in costs. That case will be dismissed. The other case will be dismissed also, the assault and battery. Do you want to talk to the court appointed attorney?
No, that's fine.
Is Kyle gonna get the same thing? Ask her if Kyle would be able to get the same thing.
No, that's fine. Do you know if Kyle's going to get the same thing? He thought it was a different day.
It's set for, actually, it is set for today. So if you want to try to get a hold of him to jump on.
Okay,
I'll wait.
I was gonna say my mother's gonna call him right now. So
Okay, so just hang out for a few minutes.
All right, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
His is assault though. He didn't get destruction, did he?
I don't know, Mom. I don't know his thing.
Mr. Foley,
Yes, Judge.
are we getting Mr. Murray back?
I'm not in control of Mr. Murray, but I would hope so, Judge.
Yeah. There he comes. All right. Mr. Murray.
Your Honor, good morning.
Good morning. I'm People versus Benjamin Flagg. Did you have an opportunity to speak to Mr. Foley?
I did. The conversation was quite productive, and I'll let Mr. Foley state what it is.
Go ahead, Mr. Foley.
Yeah, Your Honor, the people are going to move to dismiss the operating while visibly impaired without prejudice. There will be a subsequent ticket issued for a civil infraction, and there will also be an agreement that the defendant will undertake some alcohol awareness
I don't, after you can, you know what? I don't care. If you're dismissing it today, if you have some agreement in the future, we'll
Dismiss
deal
without
with it then.
prejudice, Judge.
All right, it's dismissed. You're all set. Thanks, Mr. Murray.
You're welcome, and thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks. Mr. Hubbard, what case are you on? Mr. Hubbard, can you hear me? Mr. Best, what case are you on?
Yes, I'm here on Tracer Financial.
We don't have Mr. Morris yet. And then Mr. Coleman, I got you checked in. We're waiting on Mr. K9.
Yeah, I just talked to David this morning. I can, if I can, we're gonna set this down for trial. We're continuing to talk, but when David gets on, we'll put it on
Okay.
the record.
Mr. Hubbard, what case are you on?
My case, I don't know.
I don't have you listed. That's why I'm trying to.
I'm not a representative. I'm the defendant.
No, I don't have a file with the defendant's name of Hubbard. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm
I was
looking.
supposed to be on, I believe, at 12:30, but my lawyer told me, or my attorney told me to get on around 11, that we might be able to get it done sooner.
Yeah, good luck for Miss Belcher. You're sentencing, except that yeah, she shouldn't have told you that. But I don't have the probation department on for another. Just hang out, Mr. Hubbard. I found your file. It is set at 12:30.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't think it's that. It's the probation.
It doesn't matter. That's why she said she should. She's not in there. Speak. And bad. Sir God. Oh, she didn't say. She didn't say.
Good morning, Mr. Canine. We can go ahead. We have Mr. Coleman here on Crown Asset versus Sterling Coleman.
Morning, Your Honor.
My understanding is that this is going to be set for a bench trial.
That's correct, Your Honor. Parties are actually very close to a settlement, but we think we would benefit a bench trial date.
Do we want a live bench trial or Zoom?
If it's okay with Mr. Coleman, Zoom, please.
Zoom as well, Judge. I have no problem with that.
It's highly unlikely we'll have a trial, Your Honor, for what it's worth.
No, I understand.
And I would agree, but we don't want to keep it on your docket, just sitting without pushing the issue.
Absolutely.
No, that's fine. That's fine. How about we do it at noon on February 16th?
That would be 16th, that's a Tuesday?
Correct.
That's fine. That's certainly fine with me.
Does that work for you, Mr. Canine?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, February the 16th at noon, bench trial by Zoom. All right?
Thank you again, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr.
You're
Coleman.
welcome.
Take care.
Have a good day.
Everybody
Yes.
stay safe.
Thanks, you too. Mr. Batar,
Yes,
on
Judge.
Mr. Sanders.
He's going to take the offer, Judge.
Mr. Sanders, do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it true that on or about September the 12th, you were in Huron Township and you had consumed alcohol before getting behind the wheel of the vehicle that you were driving?
Yes, Your Honor.
As a result of your consumption of alcohol, your ability to drive was impaired?
Yes, Your Honor.
You took a breathalyzer and blew above the legal limit?
I didn't take a breathalyzer. I took a blood test.
Blood test,
But yes,
okay. And,
yes.
and it was above the legal limit. Do you understand this plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it voluntary?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody promise you or threaten you to get you to plead guilty in this matter?
No, ma'am.
I'll accept your plea, set this matter over for a sentencing. Can I get a cell phone number and an email from you for sentencing purposes?
313 452-9884.
And an email.
Alex48216
Alex48216.
@gmail.com.
Got it. Probation will be in contact. And then, then they'll set up a sentencing date. Make sure you fill out the paperwork when they send it to you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You're all set.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you too.
I'll talk to you, Mr. Saunders, once I get a copy of your pre-sentence report, okay?
Yes, sir. I'll see you
Thank
soon.
you.
Talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Judge, I have to run for a few minutes. I have to do something in Woodhaven. I think I have a sentencing scheduled at noon with you.
No, I know, but you're not on the three. I have one more person that Miss Story that needs to talk to you.
Oh,
It's a recommended, or it's a Caitlin Story.
You got some notes, Steve?
Unless you want, I have Leanna Belcher on. If you want her to take it for you, I can have her do it.
Leanna, can you cover that one for me?
Possibly. I was going to do Hubbard sentencing. I'm still
Don't
in
worry about it. I'll do
33rd.
it. That's fine. Caitlin, you can send me to a breakout room. What's her offer, Judge?
The offer is
12
12 months deferred on the, pardon, Mr. Morris, hang on a second. 12 months deferred on the malicious destruction, $300, and the assault and battery will be dismissed.
Thank you.
Hang on.
Judge, my brother is here now as well.
And her brother is Kyle Story, and the offer on him, is a deferred on the assault and battery, 12 months, same thing, $300.
Are they co-defendants, Judge?
It looks like it.
I can't represent both then.
Miss Belcher, will you jump in the breakout room and talk to the two of them with Mr. Batar?
I can, Judge, yeah.
Thanks. Sorry, trying to do this too quick and screwing it up.
Yeah, basically, you ain't got the chance. Yeah,
All right. Mr. Batar, Miss Story, if you hit join, and Miss Belcher. And right when you get back, Miss Belcher, we'll do Mr. Hubbard's sentencing.
Okay, thank you.
Now, Mr. Morris, Tracer Financial versus Brandon Morris.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you need a breakout room to talk to Mr. Morris?
Yes, Your
Counsel?
Honor, that would be appropriate for just a couple of minutes. I can pass on some information to them to make take care of this.
Perfect. Mr. Morris, you're going to hit join and you're going to talk to the attorney.
All right.
Then on the LG Aristo 3, what's your last name? Sir, what's your last name?
Mallard.
Mallard?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it. Stephanie?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it. We're still waiting on the attorney for Department Stores National, so just hang out. Mr. Hubbard, we'll do your case in a minute.
Okay.
Don't touch it. Don't touch.
Stanger and Stanger, it's that you, Mr. Nate?
It's Craig Fay.
Okay, Craig Fay. I have Mr. Mallard on for National Department Stores National versus Stefani Mallard.
Okay.
Do you want to go into a breakout room with him?
Sure, if he wants to discuss it. Yep.
I'm going to put you in breakout room number 3. Mr. Mallard, all you have to do is hit join.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, if I did.
Did you resolve anything, Mr. Batar?
No, Judge, I need to get the report from Mr. Foley. Kevin, if you're there, I need the report on Caitlin's story.
That's fine.
Is that
Thank
going to
you.
be true for Kyle's story also?
Yeah, Judge, I'll give Leanna. Leanna had to do something in another court. I took down Kyle's number. Caitlin, I'm sorry, not Caitlin. Leanna will also need the report, Kevin, on this case.
That's fine.
Thank you.
So is Leanna going to be on Kyle
Yes, Judge.
and you're on
Caitlin.
Caitlin? And it's the March 25th at 9:40.
Understood. So Caitlin and Kyle, you are both free to go. Our next court date is March 25th at 9:40. When I get a copy of the report, I will give you a call, Caitlin, and Ms. Belcher will give you a call, Kyle,
And
okay?
that is going to be with Judge Martin, not with me. So that's going to be
Yes,
in
sir.
courtroom number 4.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. You're free to go. Have a good day.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you.
You're not on my immigration case, correct?
I am.
You are. I don't have, we need Miss Patton. We have Miss Belcher. I don't have any, and I have the interpreter. I don't have any of the defendants.
All right. I have to use the restroom, Judge. I'll be right back, okay?
Yep. Miss Belcher, are you ready on the sentencing for Mr. Hubbard? Soon as she jumps on, Mr. Hubbard will do it.
Okay.
Mommy. This is a baby. This is a baby there.
Judge,
Yes.
there was a John Malotic on the docket earlier this morning.
He never appeared. Yep.
I talked to him yesterday. He wants to set this matter for a bench trial. I don't know why he didn't appear today. Can we just set it for a bench trial?
Not without getting him on. I'm not gonna have them have witnesses and stuff. Do you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
No, I understand. I agree, Judge. I thought I'd ask.
Do you have a phone number for him?
I think he just texted me, as a matter of fact. He says he's on Zoom since 10:40.
Not on my Zoom. Where is he?
Let me call him.
Yep, I have a phone number for him too.
What?
Your
And you
Honor,
can just put him on speaker.
Here, I'm watching. I'm listening to you.
Are you
You're the judge.
with Judge Green? Are you in front of Judge Green or not?
I don't know why. I'm watching. I've been watching everything since 10:50. Since 10:40.
Yeah, because I'm live on YouTube, but he's not in the waiting room.
Oh, I just zoomed in on. Yeah, I'm watching. I watched like 12, 15 cases. I just texted him and I said, "Is this going to happen for a lunch or should I just call back?"
Well, that's okay. Here's what we're gonna do, Mr. Malotic. I'm going to. We said we're gonna set this for a bench trial. The judge is gonna ask you.
Absolutely. Yes.
The judge is gonna ask you about that.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's not in the Zoom break. I don't know where he thinks he is. He's watching it on YouTube. He's not in the breakout room. I mean, he's not in the waiting room.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It didn't look like the regular format that it was on last time. I did. I got the thing in front of me, the notice, and I did exactly what I said. What it said, but I'm looking.
You
at
want a
YouTube
live
stuff.
bench trial, Mr. Batar?
Yes, Judge.
Yeah. You want me to try to zoom in again or
No,
something?
you're fine. You're on the phone right now. Don't worry about it, John.
What was the date that I gave you? Were you on the other bench trial that I set?
I don't think I.
Leanna's on it. Leanna's on it. I can do a live bench trial at 11:30 on April 8th.
Mr. Hubbard, can you mute yourself? I can't hear anything the judge is saying. Thank you. I'm sorry, Judge. What was that date?
Live bench trial, April the 8th at 11:30.
April 8th at 11:30. Yes, fine.
And that's in the court.
In person.
Yes.
Okay, April 8th, 11:30, in person.
Correct.
Yes.
Mr. Batar, does that work for you?
Yes, Judge. That's fine.
Except I just put it at 11:30 at night. That's probably not the.
No, I'll be sleeping.
All right, that's the date. So, live bench trial, April the 8th at 11:30.
Great, John. I'll be in contact with you, obviously, before then. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
I
take
appreciate it. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Well, that's the first, Judge. I never had a client watching on YouTube and thinking they were in the break or thinking they were in the Zoom here.
All right. So we don't know what happened with, well, let me hang on just a second.
Okay.
I've got Mr. Best on the Brandon Morris.
Correct. He was in the break room with me and didn't come back.
Yeah, that's a story of my life this morning. I can move him back.
Okay.
Or I thought that I could. I hit main session and yeah, it's not letting me move them back. I don't know what it's doing. Give me just a minute. So Mr. Batar, any knowledge on the innocent Shakura and Musingo? I don't have any of the defendants, but I do have the interpreter.
Judge, I don't know. Obviously, because an interpreter's involved, I haven't had any contact with my client. They appeared last time. I've I've
They've
received
appeared
an offer.
multiple, they've appeared multiple times.
Yes, Judge. I've received an offer from the prosecutor. I need to go over that offer with the immigration attorney that's handling my client's case, which is Mr. Masingo. Juadon Masingo.
Right.
So I guess I would need another pretrial. The only issue is though, trying to communicate with him and getting that date to him.
Well, I mean, we sent the dates out. We have addresses and phone numbers. And we even have some email addresses, I think. I'm checking the files.
Leanna, do you know why our clients aren't here?
I don't, and I've actually been trying to get in contact with my client. His voicemail box is full, so I've only been able to call and not leave messages. I do know that his immigration attorney has been in contact with him, so I am trying to reach out to her to see if she can help me get some type of communication going.
Okay.
Can we just set a new pretrial date, Judge, even though they're not present here today? And
Well,
we'll
I
try
need
to-
Miss Patton too. I mean, I don't even have all the attorneys.
Oh, Royce.
Oh, Royce, it's not Teresa, it's Royce. I need Royce back too.
I can stand in for Royce, Your Honor, if need be.
Michelle, get Heather on the phone, because if I adjourn this to the March 25th, it needs to be at the end of the docket because of if I do it March 25th with Judge Martin, should I do it at 11 or at 10:50? But don't set anything else because of the interpreter. Hang on just a second.
Leanna,
Yes, Dan.
your client is Kyle Story.
Thank you.
Phone number is 313
313.
955 1951.
Date?
March 25th at 9:40, Judge Martin.
Okay.
And Kevin is going to send us the reports.
Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I'm actually already on the 25th with Judge Martin. I am, so I'm there anyways.
Good, I have like 5 things that day with her now.
Well, I got you if you need anything.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Hubbard. Sorry.
Hello. Yeah, I'm sorry about all the noise. My kids are here.
Okay, so on Lamek, Shakura, Mateso, Innocent, and Duande Mosingo, I'm gonna adjourn all of them to March the 25th with Judge Martin at 11 a.m. The interpreter, Ms. Mohammed, do we need to send you another thing too, right?
Yes, then you need to send another request.
Yeah, she knows that. All right, so it's March the 25th. And I'm setting it at 11, so it's at the end of the docket because it's hard to do it in the middle of the docket. Hopefully you guys will have it resolved by then.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Well, the
okay,
one's
thank you.
double parking for Miss Belcher's client. I can't imagine that won't be resolved.
Correct, Your Honor. I was able to work out a good resolution for him that will not impact his immigration process.
But you just need to get him on the line next time. But they've been here. I'm not implying that I would issue a bench warrant or anything today. All 3 of them have been here multiple times.
Judge, I have a sentence with you at noon. I'm going to leave for a little bit right now, and I'm going to come back on Mr. Chestnut.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'll be leaving now, Judge Green.
Yep,
okay,
thank
until
you.
the
And I've got a
21st.
notation. She'll send you a notice for the interpreter.
I appreciate it. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much. No, I appreciate you appearing this
Oh,
morning.
okay then. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, Mr. Foley, I think that's all she wrote for you.
Judge, did you have a Sharon Anthos London on
No.
your docket today?
Oh, on the docket, what's the last name? Yes, Anthos London, yes.
That was
No one.
dismissed, that was dismissed on November 19th.
Okay, well, no, it wasn't, because it's still in our file, so it hasn't been dismissed, but I'll dismiss it right now.
Okay, because the RO says that it was dismissed, but that's, court could make sure
Yeah,
that.
Caitlin wrote dismiss on it, but they never gave us the file. You know, she wrote it in the file and nobody gave it to us.
All right, if you
So
can take care of that, Judge.
I got it. I took care of it. You're all set.
And
Thanks.
I apologize for being late
No worries. You're not the first person.
All right. Have a good one, Judge.
Thanks, you too. Tracer Financial versus Brandon Morris. I don't have them. All right, Ms. Belcher on.
I'm ready on Hubbard, Your Honor.
Yep. People versus Gregory Hubbard.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Mr. Hubbard. Mr. Hubbard, please state your name.
Gregory Hubbard.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for sentencing in this matter. I have received the pre-sentence report. I've gone over it with my client. It is factually accurate. We have no additions, corrections, or deletions. We would ask Your Honor to adopt the recommendation made by probation with one exception. I believe it says court work program, if I'm not mistaken. We would just ask that
No,
Your
it doesn't.
It doesn't? Okay, then I'm caught off with Mr. maybe Lancaster's. So we would just ask that you adopt the
None
recommendation.
of them should have said that, so I doubt it. But that's okay. I am going to put you on probation for a period of 6 months. It is $700 in fines and costs. You have to pay the probation costs, the state costs, the victim's fund fee, and restitution to Huron Township. Serve 48 hours of community service at a nonprofit organization of your choice. Level 1 education program. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any alcoholic beverages or controlled substances with random drug and alcohol tests at the direction of the probation department. They'll break out your payments into equal payment plan and give you a payment plan. Okay, Mr. Hubbard, and Ms. Rapp will answer any questions that you have about your payment plan, okay? Or
Thank
about
you.
anything else on your probation orders. Anything else?
That's it, Your Honor.
All right, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great
Ms.
day.
Belcher, is that the only one you had?
That's the last one I have, Your Honor.
Besides Lancaster, which I already sent up to Ms. Rapp, but if there was something written that said work program, it's not.
I could have gotten it mistaken, Your Honor. I've had probably 5 sentencings today, so maybe it was my mistake. I just wanted to make sure that if it was written in his, that we obviously got community service, but thank you.
Okay, you're all set. Thanks.
Good to see you. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Hello.
Mr. Nunley, we ended up adjourning the innocent Musango to March the 25th. None of the defendants showed up, and we're not quite sure why that happened.
Okay.
But we did it but I guess Leanna Belcher's got a deal for hers, but Mr. Batar's still in contact with the immigration attorney about his client. And so we're going to do it on the 25th. It'll go to Judge Martin at 11 o'clock on the 25th because of all of the language stuff. I put it at the end of the docket again.
Okay, with Judge Martin?
Correct.
Okay, at 11 o'clock on the 25th. Got it. Thank you.
Correct. So I think you're all set for the day.
Thanks, Judge. Have a great one.
You too. Tracer Financial versus Brandon Morris. I don't know how we lost you guys. You got kicked out of the Zoom. Did you have an opportunity to speak to each other?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Best?
Morris, right? Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, wait a second. Let me get, Mr. Best is in the waiting room still. Got him. Yeah, yeah, on department stores versus Stephanie Mallard. Did you talk to Mr. Mallard, counsel?
Yes, we did. We were just wondering if we can, it looks like it's gonna settle eventually. We're just waiting on, the company that the defendant is working with. So if we can have maybe the farthest date out that we can adjourn it, hopefully by then it could be resolved. And I think Mr. Mallard had a request. I'm not sure if you have an afternoon docket. The morning dockets kind of conflict with his work schedule.
What time, Mr. Mallard, how late are you asking for?
30 to 3 o'clock, anytime after 2:30. If you have
Anytime after 2:30? I can do it on, March the 9th at 2:30.
March the 9th, 2:30, that's fine. Anytime after 2:30 is all right with me.
Okay, so we'll do that. I'll adjourn the pretrial to March the 9th at 2:30. Okay? You gotta
Perfect,
wait
Your
a
Honor.
second. Okay, is that okay?
Man.
Jamie, come here. Yes. You gotta wait a minute, though. Do you understand that, Mr. Mallard? So we'll send you notice, but it's gonna be March the 9th at 2:30, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set. And that's it for you too, Mr. Best?
Your Honor, I'm on Brandon
I'm
Moore.
sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. Hang on just a second. They're trying to talk to me here. Hold on. All right, Tracer Financial versus Brandon Morris.
Yes, Your Honor, we were not able to work something out.
This matter was set today. Is it set for a pretrial?
Yes, Your Honor, it was an adjourned pretrial.
Do you want me to set it for a trial?
Probably throw a motion for summary disposition at it, and then trial if that is not successful.
I'll set it for a motion for summary disposition, 60 days, counsel.
That'd be fine, Your Honor.
You'll get another notice for March the 9th at 10 a.m.
Alrighty.
All right?
So March the 9th at 10 a.m., correct?
March the 9th at 10 a.m. It looks like he's gonna file some legal papers that say why you should be legally responsible for this debt. Do you understand?
Yep.
Okay, you're all set. And then Citibank versus Deborah Neiman, that was set at 11:15. I don't default her until 11:45, but it's close.
I think, I'm not sure if I think this might be the case that, I don't know if we need to call her on the phone and.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. Can you dial her? Are you
It's
ready?
just, do you have, I don't
I
have.
have it. I'm gonna give it
Yep,
to
go
you.
ahead.
734-513-4050.
4050. Okay, I'll call her now and see if I can get her on the line.
Okay. Michelle? Doing a case. All right, did you get her on?
No, Your Honor, it just rang about 7 or 8 times and no pickup.
It seems to me that she was working with a debt collection company, wasn't she?
Correct, because we were able to resolve the other matter, which I believe we emailed over for signature. It's just this account, they hadn't either, I don't believe they actually contacted us to discuss this one. They were going to, per defendant, the last appearance, but we have not heard from the company she's working with.
Okay, let me try to call her one more time.
Okay.
This is Judge Green. All right, I got her, counsel. Citibank versus
Okay.
Deborah Neiman. Can you hear me okay, Miss Neiman?
Yes, I can. I've been a little bit under the weather. I think I had this corona and just not feeling so good.
Okay, well, we won't keep you long now. The company you're working with, the debt collection, has worked out everything except for this file.
Okay.
So have you been in contact with them recently?
Not recently, because I haven't been feeling so good for the last 2-3 weeks. I'd say 2 weeks in now.
Well, do you want me to?
They haven't contacted me yet. They usually leave me a message or it's something that they're working on it, or if they have settled something. I really don't know if they've sent me a text or not.
Well, do you want me to move this council out 60 days to the March 9th date?
That's fine.
You're gonna have to get a hold of them and have them reach out to Citibank between now and in the next 30 days, so that by March the 9th, hopefully it's resolved, okay?
Okay. March 9th?
Yep, I'm gonna put it on March 9th at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. it is.
All right?
Thank you,
That
Judge
works.
Green.
All right, is that good, council?
Yep, that works. And
All right, then you're all
actually,
set, Miss Neiman.
sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry,
Hang on, Miss Neiman, hang on. What,
No problem.
council, what's your other question?
I just had a question. Just want if they, Ms. Neiman, be able to do it at the 2:30 because we have the other appearance at the same. If not, 10 a.m. is fine.
I can move it to the 2:30 time. Miss Neiman, we're gonna do it at 2:30 on that day.
Okay, sounds good.
All right? Okay, thanks. Yep.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Although by the time we get out to March the 9th, you're probably gonna have stuff earlier.
Hello, I have a question.
Yeah, what's your last name? Are you Mr.
Lam-
Masingo?
No, Lamek.
What's your last name?
Lamek. Lameck. I was just asking if Izima code was today, because I thought it was 22nd.
Give me your first and last. What's your first name?
My first name is Shukuru Haspel S.
That's what I thought. Mr. Shakur, yes, yeah. I had Lame. It was set at 11 o'clock. We adjourned it until March the 25th at 11 o'clock. For you, Mr. Innocent, and Mr. Mosengo.
So is that the code was today?
The court was today at 11, but the new date is March the 25th at 11 o'clock. Actually, hang on just a second, because I have Mr. Batar coming in right now. Mr. Batar, which defendant was your client? On the three, you're muted.
Masingo, Judge. Dion?
Okay, yeah, I have Mr. Lamar, and so he, and I don't remember if he was Mr. Nunley's client, I think. But do you understand? We're gonna send you another notice, and it's gonna be March the 25th at 11 o'clock. Do you understand?
March 25th, 25?
Yep, at 11 o'clock, but it's not gonna be with me. It's gonna be courtroom number 4.
So it's gonna be like this Zoom number or like?
It's not gonna be this Zoom number. It's gonna be courtroom number 4 with Judge Martin.
So like, can you just send a different Zoom number because I can get ready for it?
Yeah, let me see if I can give it to you right now. Michelle, what is, no, but Fred gave me a sheet and I don't know what I did with it. Hang on a second. Oh, I do have it. No, I don't. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Even though I had House Administration attend a meeting where they said they had preparation, where they knew the National Guard and others. Was the National Guard called soon enough? Was it brought forward soon enough? Were there reasons why the National Guard maybe wasn't having armed? Is there a reason when something happened from the summer why they would not be brought up sooner? I have questions about this building, but I was told what was protected, what doors could not be opened or entered or penetrated, but that didn't.
Is that Mr. Matzo? Is that your name, sir?
No, Mr. Lamek.
Okay. Do you know where Mr. Masingo is?
What do you mean? Do I know? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have his number.
Give me his number, please.
517
Mm-hmm.
88.
Okay.
You got it?
All I heard was 51788.
513
513
88.
That's not enough numbers.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Give it to me one more time. What's his phone number?
Okay, 517 88 513 88.
Okay. Okay. So 885-1388, Dan.
Yes. Yes.
Did you get it, Dan?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is
517-885
the number I have.
1388. Okay, Mr. Lamar, I'm going to give you the number to dial in for the Zoom on the 25th. Are you ready?
But I have only one question.
What's your question?
Cause that's the the code day is too far because I need my green card.
Well, you're going to have to talk to your attorney about that then, because they are the ones that asked for the adjournment.
I talked to them and they just told me like I have to done with my code first. And I thought it was today. I thought
give your phone number to Mr. Batar and he will get with Mr. Nunley.
I have Leanna on the phone right now. Leanna, which client is yours in the immigration case?
Shikaru. Yes, that's who it is. We've got him right now. Tell her to jump on.
He's on. Can you jump on to Zoom and do his plea? I can do it. I can do it for you. You want me to plead him?
It's a double parking.
If you want to, or I can do it by phone if she wants me to do it on the phone.
Don't
she
care.
Can do it. She can do it on the phone. She doesn't care.
Don't care.
Okay.
But do you want to talk to him?
Yes, because he hasn't responded to me, so I have to let him know what the plea offer is.
Well, I'm going to put you, Dan, I'm going to put you in a breakout room on the phone with her, with him.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Thanks, Dan.
Mr. Shakur, hit join and go into a private breakout room. Miss Greer.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. You're on Mr. Yance. Have you talked to him?
No, I have not.
Do you need a breakout room to talk to him?
Your Honor, I believe that we had an agreement in regards to his sentence.
Well, I have the report and stuff. I didn't know if you wanted to talk to him before I sentence him. It's up to you. If you don't need to talk to him, that's fine. I'll just do the sentencing.
Your Honor, I think we can go forward. I'm sorry,
any comments before I sentence him?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Yance, I'm gonna put you on probation for a period of 1 year. It is $600 in fines and costs. You have to pay the probation costs, the state costs, and the victim's fund fee. And pay restitution to Huron Township. Serve 96 hours of community service at a nonprofit organization of your choice. You need to get fingerprinted at Huron Township within 14 days. Provide a pharmacy printout to Miss Rapp so she knows that you're taking what you're supposed to be taking and you're not taking anything you're not supposed to be taking. Engage in outpatient treatment, and you're not to purchase or possess any non-prescription controlled substances without with random drug and alcohol tests at the direction of the probation department. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Is this the case that we reset to go after the date?
Yeah. It was because they told me I was supposed to have I was only supposed to have a
Right.
restricted life.
Actually, then Shannon, I needed to retake the plea today too, technically.
Right.
Yeah, and Mr. Yance, you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice or rights form.
Yes.
And it's true that on or about December the 30th, of 2019, that you, is that the offense date? Is that the amended date, Shannon, that you changed it to?
Yeah.
I have that it's the amendment. It was this date that we needed to amend. Yep, that you had consumed alcohol before getting behind the wheel of the vehicle that you were driving.
I didn't though. I had blue zeros.
This was the one that had, that was narcotics, Shannon. Yeah. That you had narcotics in your system. I think it was Xanax or something.
My prescription. Yeah.
Yeah, your prescription. And then we took the plea before, but you were going to be within 7 years. You were going to be permanently suspended. That's why we reset it for today, correct?
Right.
Okay. Then I'll accept the plea and I'll adopt the recommendation from probation with the comments that we had made before. Miss Rapp's going to be in contact with you to give you your probation orders. You won't get you won't be revoked now. Your license will not be revoked, which it would have been if we would have taken the plea last month. Do you understand?
Right.
All right. Ms. Rapp will be in touch and give you your probation order and give you a payment plan and explain any questions that you may have. Okay.
Okay. So it's not going to be restricted or anything, or
it'll be restricted for 90 days to and from work and stuff. And then after that, you'll be valid.
Okay.
All right. You're all set. Yep. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Judge, I have Leanna on my speakerphone, and I think her client is still in the breakout room.
Of course he is.
And then I see Mr. Chestnut's here, and I'm ready on him.
Okay. Are we doing the plea to the double parking on Mr. Shakura?
Hello.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Mr. Shakura, you're gonna pay a $300 double parking, correct?
Okay, so what double parking?
That means it's just a parking ticket. You're gonna pay $300 and it doesn't affect your, it doesn't affect your immigration status or anything. Do you understand?
Okay, yeah.
And can you pay that within 30 days?
Can I can pay tomorrow, but I don't know how I can pay. I don't know how I can make a payment for tomorrow.
You can pay it on our website online. Ms. Belcher, can you get a hold of him and help him get it paid?
Yes, Your Honor. And I believe the immigration attorney, I sent her an email when he didn't show up. She's the one who texted him, and I think that's what prompted his appearance. She gave him my number, my cell phone number. If he calls me, I'll happily walk him through how to pay.
Okay, so call Ms. Belcher and she'll walk you through how to pay, okay?
So, in what number?
What did Miss Belcher, there,
Your immigration attorney has her number. Ask your immigration attorney for it, okay?
She texted him my number.
Okay, so I have to call her
Yes.
and told her I want to pay the court.
yes,
You will-
and she'll help you to on how to pay the court, okay?
Okay.
I can give you my number right now for convenience. It's 734.
Wait a minute. Can you say it again?
734.
All right. 672.
0866.
You said 0 what?
866.
0866.
Yes, call me.
So I have a 734 672 0866.
Yes.
Correct.
All right, thank you.
All right, call her and she'll walk you through how to pay it.
All right.
Bye,
Okay.
Leanna.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
All right.
People versus Andrew Molnar.
Ready, Your Honor.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good
Good morning,
Your
Mr.
Honor.
Molnar. Mr. Batar, are you on this?
No,
Oh, I
am, Your
apologize.
Honor.
Mr. Wallach is. I thought I was doing your case, Mr. Batar. Sorry about that. I'll do Chestnut next. Have you spoken to your client? Anything we need to do before I sentence him?
Your Honor, I have sent him the PSI report, but I have not had an opportunity to talk to him for some reason. He's not contacted me, so can
I'll put you in a breakout room with him
Thank
while I
you.
do Mr. Batar's sentencing.
Thank you.
Both of you just hit join. Mr. Batar, People versus James Chestnut.
Daniel Batar on behalf of Mr. Chestnut, Your Honor. Mr.
Can I be
Chestnut, are
heard?
you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Judge, I've gone over the pre-sentence report with him. It is factually accurate. Nothing to add, delete, or correct. With respect to the recommendations from probation, he just wanted me to bring to your attention, Judge, he's working 60 to 70 hours per week. And on the weekends, he does not have much free time. And he does not believe he needs any outpatient treatment. We're asking you to allow him to take the alcohol awareness class instead.
Well, he can get an assessment. He can do an assessment and have to do what they tell him to do.
That's fine, Judge.
So I am going to put you on probation for a year. It's $600 in fines and costs. You have to pay the victim's fund fee, the mandated state costs, and restitution to the airport. There are bench warrant fees on the file. You have to serve 48 hours of community service at a nonprofit organization of your choice. Get an assessment and follow for an alcohol assessment and follow those recommendations. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any alcoholic beverages or non-prescription controlled substances with random drug or alcohol tests at the direction of the probation department. Ms. Rapp's going to write up the probation order for you, have you sign it and answer any questions that you have and help you with anything that you need, okay?
Okay.
All right, good. Anything else?
No, not for me.
Okay, good. Then you're all set for today. Thank you.
Okay,
Is that it for you, Mr. Batar?
That is it, Your Honor. Good luck, Mr. Chestnut.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, everyone, have a
Ms.
good day.
Greer, are you here for Miss Patton?
Oh, Your Honor, I was wondering, is Mr. Wyckoff there?
Who?
Wyckoff?
No, I don't have that person on my docket. I don't know who that is.
That case is adjourned until the 4th of February.
Oh, Miss Rapp saying that was adjourned till February 4th.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All righty, bye-bye.
Bye. Council, are you good on Molnar?
We are, Your Honor.
And do you have any comments before I sentence him?
Just one in that the PSI indicates that he said he wasn't driving the vehicle the day of the offense. He never made that statement to probation. He pled to reckless, so I think it's undisputed that he was driving. Other than that, we are prepared to proceed.
All right, I am going to put you on probation for a period of 1 year. On the use of narcotics, it's a $200 fine, $100 fine, $100 in cost. The reckless is $200 fine, $200 in cost. You have to pay the state costs, the probation costs. The probation costs, restitution to the city of Romulus, serve 60 hours of community service at a nonprofit organization of your choice, engage in substance abuse treatment program within 30 days and follow those recommendations. That can run concurrent with the 53rd District Court. Then you're not to purchase, possess, or consume any alcoholic beverages or non-prescription controlled substances with random drug and alcohol tests at the direction of the probation department. And they're going to, she's going to give you your probation order, answer any questions, break out your payment plan. And do you have any other questions today?
I have one, Your Honor. He is on probation. He is testing to the 53rd District, so.
I already
Can
made
he
that
make-
comment, Council, if you were listening, that I said it would run concurrent with whatever they're doing.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, you're all set. Mr. Molnar, she'll be in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's your last name, sir?
Alan.
We're just waiting for your attorney. Have you talked to her?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, right when she shows up, we'll do your case. So just hang out for a few minutes.
When they call you back somewhere.
Mr. Masingo,
Yes.
good morning.